Plan on flying? In order to board domestic flights, your driver's license or state-issued ID must be a real ID. Learn how to get your real ID today at tsa.gov/realid or visit your local DMV.
Hey, don't miss the play. Flurry Sports will save your day. Cracking jokes with sports insight. Zach and Jake, they get it right. Fuck yeah.
Hello and welcome back to what could possibly be the biggest, most polarizing episode of the Flurry Sports podcast of all time. I am Zach Bruner. The currently engaged Jake Osmond is with me today. Next episode, he's going to be married. And then all hell's going to break loose on this show. We're really entering a new era, I would say. And we're going to end this era with answering the most polarizing question on the internet right now. And that is, who would win in a fight, 100 men or one gorilla? And we are really going to answer it. We're going to we're going to go through everything. We're going to go through what needs to be done, the specifics of the fight. We got AI answering questions. I didn't tell you this. We got the answer from a zoologist that you and I both know quite well. What his answer is, maybe not personally, but we both know who he is.
Got it. I got you.
Yeah, we don't got like a zoologist in our back pocket, but maybe that's next era. Never know. That's the next chapter of the Flurry Sports podcast. Having a zoologist call in every time would be great.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's something that would really spice the show up.
Get in the chat.
Absolutely. Randy, if you end up watching this and would like something to do, become a zoologist. And that would kind of be your thing. That'd be great.
If everyone in chat could just start commenting what you do for work, we'll tie it in somewhere. That's
actually an extremely good idea.
I promise, our engagement through the roof. You tell me, I got you.
If you tell us what you know about, we got questions, and we'll steer the conversation that way, one way or another. I think that's a very good idea.
I'm slowly making my Who Wants to Be a Millionaire phone a friend list. I need to know what
that's true.
What's the topics?
Do you think they let you build a list when you came in? Like, okay, if it's this, I could take my list out, because I want a full phone book.
I bet they give you 2 options or 3 options. But what I know is you can't go through the list because you've seen the dreaded unanswered call before.
That's true. That is true. That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's very funny. That's true. That's a great point. I'd call somebody in the audience, 2 birds, 1 stone.
That's true. Okay, you know what? Lifeline, I was always fucking get rid of 50-50.
Yeah. And I don't like anything that's really taking it out of, we know the 2 answers it's not, and I know you're going to eliminate those 2 answers. The show is just trying to dick me over. I don't want that.
That's the famous Norm Macdonald clip. He did the celebrity one, and he narrowed it down to 2. And Regis was like, you got 50-50 left. And he goes, Regis, I swear to God, if he goes, if it's the 2 I've been talking about, we're going to have words. And it was that. He goes, yeah, I'll never trust you again.
Good. Rest in peace, both of them. How crazy is that?
Wow. Neither of them could handle a gorilla.
No, but we are going to figure that out today. We're going to build our super team at some point as well. Anything else before we just get into the specifics of this, what should have been, honestly, at WrestleMania?
That's true. I have 3 quick sports takeaways, just in case folks were wondering how I was feeling. Shedeur Sanders both got hosed and seems like an asshole. That's one take. Rip to Justin Tucker. Happy trails, mother fricker. And number 3, Anthony Edwards is the baddest man alive.
Boy. I love
he has Edwards. To be. How honestly, I do have a question for you just on that. This will take 30 seconds. How close are we getting to you sincerely debating him and KG? Because KG for folks, is your GOAT, right?
Yeah. We're not that close yet, but I love the cut of his jib. I love everything he is about. He needs to increase it. I think KG, people forget how much shit he talked.
Yeah.
Like, Ant is great, and he talked a lot of shit for today's NBA. Not for KG, though.
No.
Different
Ant
era.
is sincerely more team focused on the court, just in terms of talk. Like he does a lot
Yeah.
of like, hey, step up there, step up there. KG, it was all defense aimed. There was no lingo going sideways.
No, everything was a mental game, from grabbing the free throw or the shot after the dead ball to calling Charlie Villanueva a cancer patient. All of the above. Allegedly, KG corrected himself, saying, "No, you misheard me. I said you're a cancer to your team," and that was his way of saying much better. You know, that was the G version, I guess.
Reddit, it was going around like rank the all-time Wolves, and it was like KG, Ant, Love, and Cat were the 4 they picked. And I was surprised how quickly I was like, well, it's definitely KG and Ant.
Yeah. People forget how dominant Kevin Love was.
I know everyone was like, it's Love last, and I was like, incorrect. Love is for sure third. I was like, there has to be someone else besides Cat. Was my actual thought. But Ricky,
you want to know where my mind went? Maybe he's not the best on the court. I love the Candy Man. Michael Olowokandi had his day. That's my childhood.
Maybe he played more on other teams than I thought. I was like, where's AK-47?
He was almost his full career was with the Jazz, but I like that 1 or 2 years with the Wolves as well.
Yeah,
Karolinko,
Hornacek,
maybe. Otherwise, I mean, Latrell Sprewell played a couple years. That was a fun era. Same with Wally Szczerbiak.
Wiggins wasn't there very long.
Wiggins is probably top 10 though. Probably top 5. He's up there.
Russell's got to be sneaky up there. D'Angelo.
No, I hope not.
Rubio is actually the one like in my heart.
Oh, Rubio's higher than D'Angelo Russell.
That 1 year of Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose is great. I mean, he's coming to town in this series. Jimmy Butler, Timberwolves. What an era.
Oh, the craziest person alive. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk about who we want 100 men to fight one man. Jimmy Butler, if it's playoffs, I think he could beat 100 men. I have full confidence in Jimmy Butler. But let's get into this debate here. And before we set our parameters, let's go over what a zoologist says. Okay. And the zoologist we are talking to, Jake, here in this article, of course, is Ron McGill. We both know Ron McGill, Dan Le Batard's show, regular. I like how he first says he would never want to see this come to fruition. That's a very Ron McGill quote. I suppose we say the same thing. Now, he said 100 men in their 20s in excellent physical condition could ultimately defeat a gorilla if they are committed and go in united. But it wouldn't be pretty. There would be severe collateral damage, including death, broken necks, arterial bite wounds, concussions, fatal brain bleeds, blah, 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 blah. I don't know about that, but there would be a lot going on. But he does say that 100 men could end up beating a gorilla, which I can't even imagine anyone choosing the gorilla side. Like maybe I have too much faith in us. I don't get it. Like, is there any part of you who thinks the gorilla could hold its own?
First, I just like to say I got jump scared because one of the other scientists in that article was Michelle Rodriguez, and I was like, Need for Speed? Or, sorry, Fast and Furious?
Fast and Furious, maybe. Yeah,
she went there?
Yeah.
Here's my thought. I've actually been leaning towards, but this is so not fun. Like, I think the whole point of this is you say this and every guy goes, yeah, we could take them. I mean, we absolutely could. I do like, it's just one of those hypotheticals where it's like, I love everything is like, how real do you get? Because it's like, okay, gorillas are pacifists. Check. I've also seen people be like, but in real life, after guy 5 goes down, torn to pieces, you couldn't mentally like get in there and do it. And I'm like, well, I don't know. Here is my thought. I actually think if you ran this simulation, like 10 times, I think gorilla wins 3 of them.
Really?
Because it's average dude. So I think there's 3 out of 10 times that the gorilla never stops moving.
Okay, you think gorilla gets dropped into Squid Game, essentially. You think gorilla's winning 3 times out of 10?
So that's the thing. Are we in a room? And let me say, I
Right.
have no scenario where we aren't winning most of the times. We've got the numbers.
Good.
We've got our thumbs. We're
Yeah.
there, and these are going right for the eyes, baby. So I think we're good, but anything beyond like us trapped in the room, I do feel like starts to like, he's faster than all of us, so he could just run in a straight line. Because I don't think we're slowing him down. I think every scenario I've thought of where we win is like, okay, wave after wave, we just go. And ultimately, it's like in my head, this fight lasts like 3 minutes. And it's just a terrible 2 minutes. And the last minute we get him,
Sure.
And it all happens so fast. But I think if it goes any longer, he just runs around, picks off one dude at a time, just in a straight line.
Yeah.
Because who sweeps the leg? It's a tough leg to sweep. That's what I'm a little worried about. In maybe even not 3 out of 10, but in 2 out of 10 scenarios, the plan falls apart. The gorilla overcomes.
Sure. I mean, we definitely have to set parameters here. We need to set the scene, right? So I think first off, we need to just assume everybody knows the goal here, including the gorilla, because I've heard gorillas are pacifists. They wouldn't do it, right? To your point, I heard after spine 5 getting ripped out of a human, the other 95 people would be like, I'm done. No. Like, fight to the death here. We need to get it done. 2, in my opinion, like I've seen the scenario, like, of course 100 men would win. The gorilla would get exhausted and die out of exhaustion. That doesn't count.
No.
In my opinion. We need blood on our hands. I don't want it left up to human nature where its heart explodes unless it's between my fingers. That's kind of what I'm at.
I've seen a version of that too, and I will say it's bullshit. It is one of my favorite ones people have brought up, because in their scenario, it's clearly he can't catch all of us. Like the scenario is like if we all start and we all separate,
right?
We'll outlive him.
Yeah,
he'll be chasing me for the rest of my life.
You'll die of old age. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll win. So, no, I agree. We're all in there, in it to kill. I think here's the thing, because it's like if the gorilla could think like a dude, then it's different. So it's like, where's the limit? Like the gorilla knows that we're out to get it, so it's swinging around.
Yes. Yeah, but it's not like human smart.
Here's my deal. Do you feel like this makes as big a difference as I do, which is, are there any trees? Because I think if there are trees, times are tough.
Okay. So I think it's a closed space. I don't think it's small. If it's small, we're fucked. I understand.
Yeah. So it's like big.
I mean, let's say inside the field level of US Bank Stadium. Is that fair? Like it's a football stadium.
Yeah, I'm immediately terrified, but I got you. I like that setup.
Like it's big. You can run around. It's not like a closed, like super closed space. But yeah, I think let's give them 2 trees. We'll give them 2. We'll give them 2 trees on one side.
I like that.
2 on each side. I'm fine with it. I'm confident. I think there's a little pond area. I think we got all things here. Okay.
I think that's fair, because there's definitely, I guess if I'm being fair, there's some terrains where the gorilla is just also cooked.
Sure.
So it's like, I don't want to, because I was like, well, if this isn't a forest, tough times in Bridgewater. Yeah, it's like Vietnam. Trees have eyes, so I'm not in on that. But to be fair, it's like, it's us and the gorilla in Times Square. We got him.
Now
you couldn't handle the lights.
Again, I think no weapons either. I think that's unfair.
I think no weapons. I 100% agree, including like can't make something as we go. I agree.
Okay, that's where my mind went there. I'm like, we got trees now. We can make fucking weapons, brother. Like,
so that'd be the thing. I think if you add trees, you could use those as weapons.
Okay.
I think that has to be the trade-off.
I think so too. I think so too. We're giving a gorilla a tree. That means we get to use the tree as well.
I think no matter how you set the scenario up, dudes win most of the time.
Oh, I'm 100 out of 100 times. Unless it's like, I'm talking 100 Americans, by the way, too.
Yeah.
We're not talking about some French people.
Because
like,
would it be
we're here
fair?
to kill.
The comments, by the way, keep them rolling in. It's a fake one.
Yeah.
Get the real ones in, dude.
Yeah.
But
No comments, please.
here's what I will say that I think folks are like assuming. I think folks are assuming that the gorilla will have any level of tactics, which I don't. I think the gorilla's tactic will be kill, because
Yeah.
I think it does get risky, but I don't think the gorilla would actually do this. I think, sure, could the gorilla just injure all 100 guys and then go back and kill everyone? But that won't be what it's trying to do, because could it
No.
spin like a helicopter into, but it won't do that. But could it
No,
just perpetual motion? Sure.
It's not Donkey Kong spinning and flying through the air. That's
It
not what
could
it's gonna
jump
do.
up and down 100 times and we'd be in a pretty tough boat,
Sure. But yeah, it is trying to, I would
Yeah.
assume, pretty much kill one by one is what it's going to try to do.
Yeah, and I'd accept, like, okay, it's trying to kill a bunch at once, but it is not just slapping and running.
No, it's not that intelligent, right?
No.
So,
And if it
Yep.
is, we're making spears,
yeah, of course.
If it can think, we
So-
can think, pistols.
Yeah, we'll find one. One of us has a concealed carry. You know what I mean?
Does
We're
it
fine.
count as bringing a weapon if we have a permit?
That's right. That's a fair question. So we got the scene, we got the setting,
Yeah.
we got the parameters set.
I think for
Now-
this, we're on a football field, flat. We're there.
Flat, couple trees, little pond, we're good. Now we got to talk about battle strategy here. Are
Yeah.
we trying to, again, I don't think it dies from exhaustion. However, do we want to try to tire it out and then bring in our heavy hitters? Like, are we just trying to get people to absorb a lot of contact? Are we trying to get people who are wanting to take a bump? Are we trying to get our most fast people out there?
Oh,
We got Usain Bolt running around. You know what I mean? Tiring it out that way.
I think fast, because I think the idea is hands on the ball. I think as
Yeah.
many folks that get to the gorilla as fast as possible
Mm.
is the move. Because I think the faster all 100 guys get contact, the better off.
True. So, I mean, if we're going to pitch some people.
Yeah. By the way,
we gotta have
folks,
Troy-
company, this is the episode today. We've never had a topic this built for us, so buckle up. This is it.
True. Okay, so I mean, Usain Bolt, obviously, we're going to give him some cleats running
Yes.
around. That makes sense. Now, if we need someone to just fly to the ball,
Yeah.
I think we got to include Brian Dawkins. I think he's going there.
Linebackers are built for this. I think so too.
No, here's my question. I know someone who will fly to the ball. I don't know if we want to use him early, though. Troy Polamalu. He's the X factor. We don't know where he is, where he's going. He's killing this gorilla. I know he is.
I don't necessarily like this strategy, but I don't think Troy falls into this. I've been thinking about our UFC fighters, because I don't know
Sure.
if you've seen those videos, which are the best in this, which all of them go, why do I need 99 other guys? Those are my favorite videos. They're like
Yeah.
Matt Chandler being like, no, I hear you out, but like, I don't need other people. I don't necessarily like the strat. I don't think it makes sense to, like, I don't care who you are. I don't think it makes sense to, like, one-on-one duke it with a gorilla 100 times in a row. Like,
No.
we got to
no.
get grouped to the ball. So I think it is guys like Troy Polamalu and Ed Reed who are like shooting the legs.
hmm
Even if I was going to send anyone there, but he's not the fastest. But like, could we get like a prime Kurt Angle on a different planet?
I mean,
Just, like,
yeah.
shooting the
Perk
leg.
Angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I
mean-
because I could see that. Listen, one guy's not going to take him down, I guess, but guys who understand.
Let me propose
angles,
a scenario.
Yeah.
Let me propose a scenario. If we are smart enough to coordinate an attack, we got Usain Bolt running a fly across the field. We're in a football field. I'm on my home territory, so is he. Running across the field. Do you think this gorilla is going to keep his head on a swivel?
No.
I don't. What do we know about players running across the middle, Jake? We know James Harrison's taking his fucking head off.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Warren Sapp. I was like, that's a great pick.
I mean, James Harrison,
Yeah.
Vontez Perfect. Let's just
Yeah.
couple people right to the temple.
I think
I don't
that's
know.
a great idea. I think the idea is, I like the ideas like Troy, and I think we have sprinters like you saying, like we are getting there as fast as possible. I think
Mhm.
even like, I think running backs in that scenario, like give me a Marshawn Lynch
Sure.
a few years
Marshawn
ago.
would be good. Yeah.
Derrick Henry.
Ooh. I mean, he's just as
Big
big
one.
as the gorilla.
Yeah, like just get there. And I want like the Troy Palomalus though, like spread out, get behind them.
Yeah.
Like
Sure.
now let's circle up.
Jump in the pile.
I think I want to see your thought on this. I actually think wave 2 is the big fellas as fast as
Okay.
they can. I think we have about 20 people sacrificed. We've got 20
Yeah.
contact folks, just like get in there. And I think we solidify our victory by, because if we can get 2 waves of contact, then we've got 60 dudes to frick around and find out.
Oh, I think so too. I think that's a good call.
Absolutely. And I think Penei Sewell is the man I want leading the charge of wave 2.
You got Penei Sewell. I think
Skip.
you get Vince Wilfork in there. You get
Vince is good.
Aaron Donald. I mean, he plays with knives. He's gonna be
Absolutely. I think all of the Jokic brothers.
Yeah, true. They're scary for sure.
Yeah, like
For
they're
sure.
in there. Maybe like an Aaron Judge type trying to spread the sports around. This
Sure.
could be no, I think round some hockey players, maybe like a Chara.
Oh,
Just some like big dudes to mix it up. Like we're in wave 2 now. I think we're making some contact, but I really want the gorilla to be like, yeah, these dudes are as big as I am. I need it. Now I'm not swan sideways.
Sure, for sure. Yeah, we're looking straight into the eyes of this gorilla at this point.
Yeah.
We got some big guys. I mean, you get some NBA players in there too.
Yeah. Shaq.
Shaq would be a great one. Shaq can take a bump too. Like he'll get back up. We saw him do that already. Dwight Howard is massive. He would be a good one.
Big guy.
It's probably got to be more big, like muscular basketball players, like strong guys.
Yeah. What's
think
the why can't I think of his name? Oh, Steven Adams is a good one.
Steven Adams is a great one for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Crafty and like wants to punch people. I think that's
Yeah.
good. Birdman.
Birdman's a psycho. Yes.
Yeah. KG. This is where we lose KG.
Unfortunately, yeah. But KG's getting in the head of that gorilla.
I think this is the wave where in some scenarios we win it. I think 40 people in, there are scenarios where listen, there's scenarios where a gorilla gets jumped by 2 people.
Yeah. Well, honestly, this is what I'm thinking. We got those big guys coming in. We're not just gonna like send them in and then we watch, right? The rest of the season
Yes.
watch. So we got Vince Wilfork, we got Karolinko, or not Karolinko, we got a Birdman. Kind of look the same in my mind right now. You got all these big guys coming in, right? They're hand-to-hand combat. We're in the trenches with the gorilla at this point. Then you got GSP coming in from behind.
GSP is wave 3. It's just him. We have to respect the opportunity for a 1v1.
GSP is gonna make that gorilla submit. I can guarantee it.
That's all the UFC fighters, by the way. Like, you don't think the gorilla's gonna turn around? They're all like, "Look, I got his back. We're donezo."
For sure. I mean, I've seen Oliveira. If Oliveira gets your back, you're done.
Yeah.
You're not getting out of it.
Oh, I thought of a great one to sneak into wave 1. If you can
Okay.
get there. All these fast dudes, we get Volkanovski in there.
Ooh, he's just coming up from the ground, basically.
Just
a little
lives a
gremlin.
little longer than he thought he would. That's all he's
Yeah.
got to do. Oh, killed him? No. And he gets one jab in. That's all we need.
Oh, another one for the wave 2 then. You got Francis Ngannou in there. You got John Jones. He's a heavyweight now. You got these guys.
Francis is on the short list of like, if I had to pick a team of 10,
Yeah.
Francis is 100% in there. But I know the idea is average, folks. I don't think there's any question with athletes we could do this. I think let me
That's a good
sprinkle
point. Good
20
point.
athletes of my choice in here. We're golden. Because one of
Sure.
them we haven't said, because I think you saved this dude. He'll be furious. Could you hold him back this long? But I think my everything else has failed. It's time for Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. I mean, Brock's gonna 1v1 this guy. It's not gonna be anything.
No. Can I tell you a sneaky one? Not an athlete. Who I
Okay.
think is in there. About halfway, no, longer than that. About like 60 in. If this gorilla is surviving, stamina's taking in, Bear Grylls.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Survivalist.
Survival. I mean, if we're just
Nasty.
talking about people who are going to maintain, the gorilla is going to get confused. Is going to get frustrated because they can't kill these people. We got Bear Grylls. We got
Robert
Johnny
Irwin.
Knoxville. We got Travis Pastrana.
Oh, Travis Pastrana's great on Street by
Maybe
Tommy.
Spike Dudley. Can't kill Spike Dudley.
No.
I can guarantee that.
Johnny Knoxville's Johnny Knoxville's number one, by the way.
Johnny Knoxville has nothing to lose, and he's crazy enough to.
Yeah.
He's gonna get to this gorilla in a mousetrap, a giant
Yeah.
one, or he's got a big hand somewhere
Yeah.
around the field.
Jeff
Gorilla's gonna
Hardy's
run straight
climbing
into
those 2 trees we gave the gorilla.
it. True. He's there the whole time.
Woo! It's time to do
good
my
point.
thing. Can Chris Angel be one of these guys? Where does David Blaine
Oh.
come in? Magic this guy to death.
David Blaine's just hovering above everything, swallowing goldfish for no reason. That'd be great.
Yeah. Like, do magicians count? Could they be helpful?
Are magicians normal people? Absolutely.
I think that's
Yeah.
good. Robert Irwin's in there, like reverse psychology.
True. Robert Irwin's talking it down,
Yeah.
calming it down.
Well, folks walking behind him. GSP.
True. I mean, okay, so if we are thinking normal people, I mean, you get a dairy farmer in there. That dairy
Oh.
farmer is just going to be pissed off, but he knows what it's doing.
Yeah.
You got some nerds to feed to him. Basically, you got an accountant. Like, accountant's just going to be a speed bump for this gorilla. I think that's good.
I'm telling you, ways 1 through 2 are just pester. Get in there.
Yes.
If we're still messing
Yes.
around, get in. We can definitely mess this around. Other athletes that I do want in there, I think, listen, I take any UFC fighter I can get, but I do think there's something to like I want like a really like a Draymond Green, like a
Sure.
mind games guy in there.
I mean, you know what? I think put Kevin Durant in there. Kevin Durant's going to switch sides, going to join the gorilla. But then at some point, he's going to jump ship, and Gorilla's not going to see that coming.
No, never count on Kevin Durant. We know that. Does the gorilla know that?
Exactly. Has the gorilla caught up to current events? We don't know.
Yeah, if you had to pick one, you get one. Is it Brock Lesnar? Like you get 99 average guys, you get to pick one athlete.
Yeah, it's Brock.
I think so. I'm on like honestly, Aaron Donald is up there for me.
Donald's great. Braun Breaker. I've
Oh.
seen.
It's a good one.
I mean, he can spear through the air now.
I don't want to dismiss John Bones Jones.
No?
It's a good choice. He's technically
He's
never
almost-
lost.
Little side note: he's almost the longest reigning UFC heavyweight champion of all time, and he's had one title defense.
Yeah, that's the
So
worst.
it's so stupid. So
Talk
he's
about-
champ.
John Bones
Stipe?
Jones, he was on our side. We would have to accept the DC would fight for the gorilla.
No, DC would just be challenging John the whole time. Like, hey,
Yeah.
I can still do it. DC
that
just
was-
singlet.
My favorite one is Chael Sonnen thinks him and DC could take the gorilla.
We need Chael could be wave one. Chael will not lose.
No. So that would be good. I'm trying to think of any other freak athletes DK Metcalf is a great one to have in there. But
DK is
I
a
also
great
want
one.
to it's like you've been in so many fights. Like hockey
mean-
players are underrated. I don't know if I can
Yeah.
like Charo's
Oh.
kid.
Tom Wilson,
Oh, the Kachucks.
the Kachucks is great too. That's true.
We're
Dustin
the bad
Poirier.
guys, by the way.
Dustin Poirier's ears are completely just blocks at this point.
Yeah.
Oh.
Covington. Yeah.
What has he been? Okay, we got two people who have been retired for a bit, and I think they've been waiting. One, Luke Kuechly. If you're not going to
Oh,
come out of
yeah.
retirement for this, what are you going to do? And then 2, Usman.
Andrew Luck. Oh,
Or no, not Usman. What's his name? From. Oh no,
Usman. Israel Adesanya.
that's not who I'm thinking of though.
Kamaev or
Khabib. Khabib's got to. This is what Khabib comes back for.
Khabib's knees coming out of nowhere. Absolutely.
Khabib's fought a bear. Like he's the most trained for this.
He's the secret weapon. The one I will circle back to because folks don't understand. Francis Ngannou is a great choice. When Francis Ngannou learned how to wrestle, that's one of my favorite episodes of the show, by the way.
Like, that was terrifying.
Bear learned how to fly. That was so crazy. He learned a new trick. So I think that's really good. Can I give you, I know we've got a ton of spin directions we could go. So you tell me if we want to stay here, but I think I've got a guy who, if we were in the right scenario, beats the gorilla 1v1. If the conditions are right, he needs one thing to happen, and then this dude's got it.
Okay, who's that?
If Michael Phelps is near a body of water,
that's a good point.
That gorilla's cooked. If it's raining,
if it's raining, it's like Pokemon. He's got that water type boost.
Yeah.
It's gonna be insane. Michael Phelps. He's a big dude too. Like don't forget about that. Big wingspan. That's a good point.
He doesn't panic. He's high.
I think he has gills at this point.
Yeah. I just think you tire him out. And also coming fast enough, get out of there. Big guy.
I mean, he's hiding in the pond the entire time. He's going to pull that gorilla under if he gets too close.
I think that gorilla's never seen someone do a breaststroke before. I think it's really going to take him off guard.
100%. I mean, we can put Katie Ledecky in there too. She's terrifying.
I just saw that she set her new personal best in the 1500 for the first time since like 2017. I'm like, she's never going to stop swimming. No. She's never, if they let her keep doing the long distance, she's never going to stop swimming.
Hey, U.S. Olympics is coming up. We need you. We can't lose that.
She is one of my favorite athletes just because she's found a niche. She's going to be there forever.
Forever. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Who are guys that you think if it was one dude versus 100 other dudes, we'd be in tough shape? Average guy versus one GSP.
Yeah. It would be impossible.
I think 100 could get GSP because he can't. You can't take down all of us, GSP. You'd have to strike eventually. He doesn't want to.
He doesn't have to, but he could. That's his whole thing. But that's GSP. Khabib, people forget because he's been out for a bit. Khabib's terrifying and he's still in his prime.
Khabib's scary. I think Gronk.
He's just got that dumb strength or what?
Yeah, absolutely. And I just think like we'd all be like, oh, is this mean that we're hitting this guy? And he wouldn't care.
Gronk would be an interesting one, I suppose. Trying to think of a football player who I just like zero part of. Aaron Donald's Panay. Up there, but Panay is good. Panay is good because he's just the nicest person. But then, like, if that switch is flipped, like, you're fucked.
Well, you mentioned it. James Harrison is
true. That's James Harrison, Brian Dawkins, that era of just terrifying. Yeah. Oh,
that's pretty good. Oh, Ray Lewis. Like, not.
I was gonna say Patrick Willis. Ray Lewis is up there too, though.
Yeah.
He killed a man. He'll do it. He's killed once. He'll kill again.
Yeah, Jim Boeheim. I think who's done it.
That's a good wave one. Let's put there's some college coaches we could put in wave one for sure.
Bobby Huggins.
I like Huggins. We need to keep Huggins around. Huggins can coordinate the attack. I was thinking more so let's put Brian Kelly up there. See what Brian Kelly can do. Let's watch that.
That's true. Who's the buff guy that used to coach at Oklahoma that you can't stand? He used to coach the Cardinals, NFL. He's buff.
I really don't know.
Not Riley. He was like a stud offensive coordinator this last year again. Literally, like he he was just the coach like 2 years ago for the Cardinals.
Vance Joseph?
No, I got it. Don't worry. I'm on it. Arizona
Cliff Kingsbury?
Yeah, that's who I'm thinking of.
He's not buff. He stinks.
What are you talking about, Cliff? I know he stinks, but Cliff Kingsbury's jacked.
No, he's not. No,
He's ripped, dude. What are you talking about?
No, he's not. JJ Watt's up there for terrifying people too.
Oh, that's good. Kevin Garnett is a scary human.
Yes. Very scary human. I mean,
And
there's some terrifying
again,
basketball players.
Like, does anyone want to mess with Chara? Does anyone like? And
No.
I don't know hockey enough to like name a bunch of other guys, but it's like there's some of them. It's like, no, I don't want any of Ovechkin.
I mean, Tom Wilson's the guy right now. He is. I mean, now he can score, but like, he's gonna kill you. He's terrifying.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Are they on ice? There's a scenario where they could get 100 of us.
True. That's true. Okay, so I think
Bear Grylls in the woods.
let's formulate a good question for Grok.
Okay.
And Grok's going to give us an answer, okay? So, who would win in a fight? 1 gorilla or 100 men? What specification should we make give to the AI here?
There are what number of professional athletes do you want to give us?
Let's go a quarter. There are 25 pro
Professional.
athletes of your choice. We'll give it their choice.
And I think you should say the size of the place we're at.
We are fighting in an area similarly sized to US Bank Stadium. There are
Can't wait to see what athletes it picks.
4
Caitlin
trees,
Clark and LeBron James,
1 pond,
Tiger Woods.
no manufactured weapons. The gorilla cannot die of natural causes or a heart
Gorilla
attack.
cannot die.
Gorilla cannot die. Who wins? Please tell us who would win and who the athletes you choose are. Okay. Let's copy and paste
Because
this
it's
into Grok.
Grok. This is going to be weirdly space-based.
It better. I think it's a little bit better now. Oops, I accidentally clicked something wrong. Okay, here we go. Okay, so numbers advantage, yes. The silverback gorilla is weighing between 400 and 500 pounds. It's giving me a bunch of reasons for what the answer is going to be. Just saying that we have a significant advantage over the gorilla because of human strategy and coordination, the numbers, physical prowess, the gorilla's limitations, environmental factors, and the outcome. Okay, perfect. Here are the 25 athletes it's chosen. Interesting. Okay, I don't know all of them. First one, though, Khabib.
Yeah.
Done. Okay. Number 2, John Jones, Francis Ngannou, Usman, Adesanya,
It's
Of
all
course.
UFC.
Daniel Cormier. Perfect. Then here we go, Jake. Brock Lesnar. Bingo.
Nice.
Jordan Burroughs, who is a gold medalist wrestler.
Yeah.
Kyle Snyder, a wrestler. Gable Stevenson, great, I guess. Mario
He won't
Itoje,
show up.
who's from rugby. He's a
What's his
rugby
name?
lock. Maro Itoje?
Oh, I got him.
Sia,
This guy's a good pick.
is he? Sia Khaleesi, another rugby. Eben Etzebeth from rugby. Jonah Lamu, rugby. Cheslin Colby, rugby. Then we got Usain Bolt and Noah Lyles, track fast guys. We got LeBron. We got Giannis,
Hmm.
Aaron Donald. Miles Garrett's a very good one.
Yeah.
TJ Watt. Brian Shaw, who is a world's strongest man competitor. Oh, Bjornsson, strongman.
Yes.
Love him.
He's a
And then we
great wave too.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
a great wave too. The gorilla didn't know we made him like that.
No, and then the last
Oh,
one is
we
another
need-
strongman. We got Eddie Hall too.
Eddie Hall's great. He's the one who fought the two little people.
Yes, this is great. Because Grok broke this into phases as well. This is very good. Okay, phase 1: distraction and fatigue. Fast athletes like Bolt, Lyles, and Colby are going to run the gorilla's attention, luring it towards the pond or open areas. Great. The gorilla expends energy chasing. It cannot sustain long pursuits. Phase 2: swarming and grappling. Jake, we're all over this.
Mhm.
So we got the wrestlers, the MMA fighters leading a coordinated attack to grapple the gorilla, targeting its limbs and neck. The strong men and rugby players assist in pinning and tackling. The remaining men swarm to overwhelm. Some climbing trees to avoid the direct attacks. Great. And then phase 3, the last phase, is subduing. The group will focus on choking, binding, or blinding, immobilizing the gorilla. MMA fighters target vulnerable areas, while others maintain pressure to prevent the escape. The gorilla, fatigued and overwhelmed, is eventually subdued or killed through the effort. Very good. Final note: the gorilla is a formidable opponent. Blah 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 blah. Oh, okay. So the ability to work as a unit, exploit the gorilla's limitations, secures the win, though not without significant casualties. But it says likely 10 to 30 men injured or killed. That's not bad.
That's
10 to
not
30?
bad.
That's
And
fine.
one of them is Daniel Cormier by John Bones Jones.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Those two were just fighting the whole time.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's not
Zach, I'm
bad.
going to put a link in the comments. This is number 50. This is the guy we show up, change the pace, put the picture up.
I can't click it, but
Damn.
who is it?
Hakuho Show.
Okay, let me which guy? Oh, it's not one of them that I listed.
No.
Okay, how do you spell his name?
Hakuho
Okay.
SHO.
Oh, is
This
it
is
a
tempo change.
okay, okay. We got a sumo.
Gorilla gets through 49 guys, and then all of a
This is-
sudden squares up, squats him up. Rice
Let
in the
me-
air.
Okay. Why is this screwing with me?
We're throwing rosin bags around.
Okay.
This dude's about to go.
True. Why is Restream acting crazy? There we go. So we got this guy going.
Yeah.
We didn't even think about sumo at first. That's a
No,
good point.
this guy's a freak athlete. He can 1v1 him for a bit.
Okay.
Well, what got me was when they were like, the gorilla could be 400 pounds. I'm like, oh, so we just need this dude.
Yeah, this is fine. We can match it.
This is the dude when I got too into sumo over COVID, the one I sent you, because they banned a move because he kept breaking people's eardrums. He kept clapping.
I mean, if he breaks the gorilla's eardrums where it throws its balance off and can't hear us coming, that's a huge advantage. I think we got it then. That's easy.
I think what we need is, this really, if the gorilla gets on a roll, this guy's a momentum stopper. He's a
Oh, for
total
sure.
change of pace. Yeah.
I mean, if we get two sumo guys, I mean, it's done. Like, that's going to hold it up for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Shane Gillis is telling jokes.
Well, yeah, we got to stay entertained. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll be okay.
Johnny Knoxville's a good change of pace guy. I just like a tempo change,
Yes, 100%. Okay.
Antonio
I mean-
Brown kicks him in the face.
Antonio Brown's doing a few things. 10 to 30 injured or killed is not bad.
Not bad.
That's everyone's talking about, like, okay, maybe we get down to our final 20.
I think
that's not
people are
bad.
thinking about it like the gorilla is just spinning. And I'm like, I get that, because yes, if he just moved and we all ran straight at him, I guess we'd all get hurt first.
I suppose. But no, in this final scenario, I think we know what we got to do, Jake.
Unless you ask Volkanovski, though, because he did say, "Don't give me an arm." That was the quote I liked. He said to the gorilla.
Okay, that's very good. I haven't.
Oh, Forrest Griffin.
Oh, yeah. Forrest snap his arm doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's a psychopath.
So this is the real scenario, but I think we got to book a match with this gorilla.
Oh,
What-
yeah, 100%.
What superstars are needed to take down a gorilla? Are we wanting to do just a regular match? We trying to pin this thing, or are we trying to eliminate it from the Royal Rumble? Do you think?
Well, I have a question. If we do a match, like a fatal 4-way or whatever, is
Mhm.
the only way to win to pin the gorilla?
Or death, last man standing.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, if it's just a fatal 4-way and you can pin anyone else, then it's a little crap.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So if it was, I think we do Royal Rumble because otherwise, or we answer a different question, which is, what's the smallest number of guys and who are the guys that could are there folks who could 3v1? If it's Khabib, Lesnar, and Jones.
Hulk Hogan. Oh yeah.
Hulking up, dude. I was also thinking Sylvester Stallone. Hit him. See what happens.
I mean,
song
the gorilla-
starts playing.
You think the gorilla can sustain an atomic leg drop from the Hulkster? I don't think so.
I don't know. Rocky ended the Cold War. What's that gorilla done?
That's a very good point. That's a great point. I mean, we can give the scenario to Grok in terms of a Royal Rumble and just read what it says as well.
Yeah, I love
What-
that.
But also, I mean, the sweet chin music busting its jaw. It's not gonna last. Or how about this?
Stone Cold.
What if? Okay, so the gorilla's fighting. I think I have the right settings on here. So the gorilla's fighting, and we're like, okay, we need someone to stop this thing. It's in the ring. The gorilla's going on a roll, and all of a sudden, his music hits.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money.
He's a funny we mentioned.
We need someone to take a bump. Shane O'Mac is going to be. He doesn't know the word quit.
I gotta tell you, Shane McMahon versus a gorilla 1v1 would be the greatest wrestling match of all time because it'd be a crazy sell, and then at some point he'd get on top of Gillette Stadium and just fling himself at him.
Oh, I mean, okay, who are the best wrestlers to take a bump from the gorilla? Shane, obviously.
I don't know if you watched him too much, but I think a lot of folks watching, if you know, will say Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler.
That's
I
like
know.
what he
I know him a
stayed
little
in
bit.
the company for like 15 years just to take bumps.
Okay, I think Spike Dudley's up there.
Spike Dudley is taking good bumps. I
Mick
think
Foley.
Mick Foley. Mick Foley's wave 1, by the way,
Yeah.
and
I mean,
wave 10. He never goes away.
Well, yeah, he comes back as Dude Love, then he'll come back as Cactus Jack.
Yeah, that's Gorilla
Mankind.
versus Cactus Jack. Book that match.
Oh, Mr. Sacco against the gorilla. It's no
Yeah.
chance. He choked out.
It's good. JBL's a good heat segment.
True. JBL's great. I mean,
How
Chris
racist
Benoit?
can JBL get so fast?
oh, there's no bounds. There's no limit. I do.
Am I
not
rooting for
deny
the
that.
gorilla? That's what people will say after JBL's done it there.
That's a great point. Switch sides.
Yeah, Chad Gable,
Chad Gable,
El Grande,
El Grande Americano, Otis.
Otis. Yeah, give me Otis in there. I don't know if the gorilla would know what to do with a Spinneroonie.
No one does. I think we've learned that. No one really knows what's going on. I mean, can it take chops from like Gunther and
Oh.
Sheamus?
I know who I want to sell for the gorilla.
Okay.
Ric Flair. This is finally how he
Falls
dies.
on his face.
Yeah.
No. Ric Flair would fall. Gorilla would be like, "Oh, we got him." Gorilla's gonna sniff and be like, "Oh no, he's dead." And then boom, low blow.
That's actually so good. Yeah. Arn Anderson spine busts him when he's not looking.
That's right. That's right.
They always
I mean,
move in
he's a
pairs.
secret.
Yeah.
I mean, another great wave one person for us. Let's let Goldberg go. Goldberg
Oh.
won one last match. He thinks he's gonna win. Go for it, bud. Go spear him. Give him a little jackhammer. That's his finisher, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Spear and a jackhammer.
Great.
Stone
Right.
Cold's gonna give him the business.
Yeah. Don't give him a four wheeler. He won't show up, but
He'll hit you.
he will hit you. He'll miss the target. He'll hit something.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
trying to. Oh, Ultimate Warrior would be fun. Run around.
Just sprinting at him. That'd be great.
Andre would have been a good wave 2 guy.
Orange Cassidy.
Or, man, really want to see that match. That'd be good. A little kicks.
Of course. Okay, let's do this. If a gorilla entered the Royal Rumble at number 1, when would it get eliminated? Okay, let's do. Please.
What I
book the
love is
full
this
match.
is how they booked the Big Show for 30 years.
True. That's a great point.
How will they ever get him over the top rope? Oh, man, that's
Yeah, do it. Book the full match, including popular wrestlers from past and present. And for me, must include Shane O'Mac.
I hope he's
Gotta
won.
do it. No,
Gorilla
Gorilla's
won,
number
Shane too.
I hope
Here
not.
comes the money.
Shane's got to run in. Okay, here we go. This is going to be.
I think this is interesting because by definition, I think who could possibly last the minute before the next entrant?
That's a great point.
1v1.
Okay. Gorilla enters at number 1. It's given a breakdown of how.
Braun Breaker could do it. He could run so fast.
I don't like the way it's doing this. I gotta specify it a little bit more. I don't want spoiler alerts in the beginning. Okay,
No.
so must include Shane McMahon.
Wanted to go one entrant at a time.
Take us through the full match. It did go one at a time, but then it was like number 1, the Gorilla gets eliminated at 13. Like,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think Braun
Brock.
could get 3 spears in before the Gorilla does anything. He's so quick, dude. The whole ring
He
moves
is
when he
quick.
runs the ropes. They don't do that enough.
Okay, entrant number 1, Gorilla. Match begins with the Gorilla in the ring, pacing and roaring, pounding its chest to a stunned crowd. Michael Cole and Corey Graves, I guess, is the other announcer. What a interesting thing to see him back. They sell the unprecedented danger, questioning how anyone can survive. Number 2, Jake, Kofi Kingston.
It's not a great pick. Okay, good luck, Kofi.
Kofi enters with his signature energy, tossing pancakes to the crowd.
Yeah,
Is that his thing?
used to be. Yeah,
Interesting. He tries to outmaneuver the Gorilla using speed and agility. He lands a Trouble in Paradise kick, but the Gorilla no-sells it, grabs Kofi mid springboard and hurls him over the top of the rope. He lasts a minute 30.
wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 3 entrant, Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, yes.
This is a good one. Eddie enters to a massive pop. He plays mind games, taunting the Gorilla,
Yeah.
dodging its swings like a matador-like precision. Eddie tries to low blow the Gorilla, classic heel tactic, it notates, but it backfires. The Gorilla catches him during a frog splash attempt
Wow.
and tosses him out.
Ah,
Number
Freddie could've
4,
lasted. Ooh,
Rey Mysterio. It's
they
gonna be
didn't
tough.
even let them overlap. That's tough.
I guess. Oh, not yet until this one. So Ray sprints to the ring using his speed to evade the Gorilla, climbs
Ooh.
turnbuckles, hitting the seated section, hitting a seated senton. Okay, weird. And a 619 to the Gorilla's legs, staggering it slightly. Ray survives by staying out of reach, climbing the ropes and avoiding confrontation. Then number 5 comes in. It's X-Pac. Love it.
Great. There's a seller's act.
Yeah. X-Pac is firing up the crowd. He targets the Gorilla with rapid kicks, but
Oh, yeah.
Gorilla swats him down like a fly, grabs him during the Bronco Buster attempt, and throws him over the top rope right away. So
Great.
he's out. Ray's still in there, though.
Wow.
Number 6, Jeff Hardy.
Yes.
Hart-
Jump off something.
Yes, high energy. He immediately climbs the turnbuckles, it says. He attempts a swanton bomb, but the Gorilla catches him midair in a jaw-dropping moment, hurling Jeff over the ropes. So he's out.
Dang it, Jeff.
Oh, I like this next one, though. Number 7, Randy Orton. I like this.
He's behind him.
Yeah, basically. Randy Orton enters methodically, stalking the ring, avoiding the Gorilla, and then he focuses on Ray instead.
Oh, that is.
He gives Ray an RKO. Damn it. Orton then targets the Gorilla, hits an RKO out of nowhere on the Gorilla, which staggers it, but doesn't lead to an elimination. Orton and Ray did
Can I
form
just
a
say-
temporary alliance to survive then. So they're
Oh, I
both in the
love
ring
that.
still.
That's good. I like the idea of the gorilla selling. This thought just came to me. Like I like the idea
Yeah.
of the gorilla going down for an RKO.
Yeah. Sounds like that's what's happening.
Yeah.
So now Ray and Randy are in the ring. Gorilla's in there a little bit stunned. Number 8, Shawn Michaels music hits. Massive ovation.
Yeah.
Immediately targets the gorilla with the sweet chin music. The kick rocks the gorilla, but it doesn't go down.
Wow.
In the chaos, Michaels and Orton brawl with Ray. So I guess he turned on Ray right away. Leading to Ray getting caught by the gorilla and Michaels. They inadvertently toss Ray over the top rope. Okay.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Here we go. Number 9. Well, Big Show comes out. Now we got someone bigger than the
Now
gorilla.
everyone teams up on the Big Show. I hope that's the spot.
Big Show lumbers to the ring, stares down the gorilla in a colossal face-off. The two trade blows with the Big Show landing a choke slam that
Wow.
shakes the ring but doesn't eliminate the gorilla. The gorilla retaliates, lifting the Big Show, throwing him over the top rope in a shocking display of power.
Wow.
That's a good spot. That's a great spot. Number 10, Seth freaking Rollins comes to the ring. Rollins enters with a plan, avoiding direct confrontation with the gorilla. He targets Randy and Shawn Michaels. He hits a curb stomp on Randy Orton. Rollins uses his agility to stay in the match, rallying the others to focus on the gorilla, which is showing signs of fatigue after these 13 minutes have passed so far. So
Okay.
good. We got a bunch of people in the ring: Gorilla, Randy Orton, Shawn Michaels, and Seth Rollins. Now, love this. I love this. The Big Red Machine. Kane comes out.
Great one.
This is a great spot for Kane. Kane enters with the pyrotechnics. He goes toe-to-toe with the gorilla. He lands a big boot on him. Love
Yes.
that. But the gorilla roars back, slamming Kane into the corner. The ring's crowded with Shawn Michaels and Randy brawling. Rollins is dodging, and Kane is trading blows with the gorilla. What a time, Jake. Because number 12, Shane O'Mac. His music hit.
Yes.
Perfect time for Shane. Shane enters to Here Comes the Money, of course.
Yep.
Dancing to a huge pop.
Pulls a quad.
Tears a quad. He brings a steel chair with him.
Oh.
Smacking the gorilla to draw its attention. Shane climbs the turnbuckles, attempting a coast to coast, but the gorilla swats him midair. Shane survives by rolling to the apron, staying in the match and rallying Randy and Rollins to attack the gorilla.
Oh,
Number 13.
I like the idea of it just clarifying that Shane survives.
Yeah, I know. That's a big you gotta say it, actually.
I was thinking about that. Shane dies. I just wanted that in the middle.
I mean, you could have just swatted him completely midair out of the ring.
That's what I was thinking. All right, who's next?
Number 13 is Drew McIntyre.
Wow.
McIntyre storms in, hits a Claymore kick on Kane, eliminating Kane. So then McIntyre targets the gorilla, landing another Claymore, but the gorilla stays upright, roaring in defiance. The ring is chaotic, and Shane is directing traffic towards the gorilla still. Great.
Yep.
Ooh. Number 14, Brock. So Brock
Yes.
charges the ring, immediately suplexing Rollins and Orton. He faces off with the gorilla in a marquee moment, trading blows. Lesnar lands an F5 on the gorilla, rocking it but not eliminating it. Lesnar then eliminates Shawn Michaels after he was distracted by Randy Orton.
Okay.
Okay.
I like the idea of the cheer boo trading blows with the gorilla.
I know, for sure. For sure. The crowd's into it, for sure. Number 15, Roman Reigns enters to booze.
Wow.
He's the heel here. He spears Rollins and McIntyre. He avoids the gorilla, and Rollins is just focusing on clearing the ring. He then eliminates Orton after a Superman punch. So Randy Orton's out. It notes that the gorilla is fatigued and cornered by Lesnar, Shane,
Wow.
and Roman Reigns, but it fights back, nearly eliminating Shane. Doesn't do it though. Oh, Jake. Number 16, Undertaker.
Ding.
Ding.
Dong.
Yeah, the gong hits, it says. The Undertaker enters to a thunderous ovation, choke slams McIntyre, choke slams Rollins, and then he stares down the gorilla.
I was gonna say he's got to be helping the gorilla. That's what I have in my head. Don't worry, buddy.
Well, it just says he stares down the gorilla, and then he lands a tombstone on Seth Rollins and then eliminates him. So maybe a little alliance. I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay. Then Lesnar and Undertaker brawl. Rollins and Shane push the gorilla towards the ropes. Number 17, John Cena comes out.
Oh,
He hits a attitude adjustment on McIntyre, hits one again on Reigns. He tries to lift the gorilla, but he fails, settling for a 5-knuckle shuffle that does little damage. Cena then eliminates McIntyre after a tug of war near the ropes.
oh,
Okay. Number 18, just booted from the company, I believe. Braun Strowman, right?
yep, released.
Okay. He roars in, tackling the gorilla in a clash of titans, power slams Reigns, nearly eliminating him. Lesnar and Shane form. So Lesnar and Shane form a temporary alliance to target the gorilla. Then Triple H comes out, cleared from his heart thing for this one match. Love that.
If Triple H eliminates this gorilla, it's too realistic.
It's a work. Triple H enters with authority, hitting a pedigree on Cena. He joins Shane, Lesnar, and Strowman to finally eliminate the gorilla.
We have to get over the young gun Triple H.
Yeah. Shane climbs the rope, diving onto the gorilla to stagger it, while Lesnar and Strowman lift it over the top rope, and then Triple H shoves it to the floor.
Should have known that it was Shane McMahon and Triple H coming together.
Mm-hmm. Of course. What a great WrestleMania moment that would be.
If one of those two wins this match, I'm going to throw up.
Okay, so to cruise through the rest of this match, Stone Cold enters.
Great.
Stone Cold stuns Cena, Reigns, and he eliminates John Cena after a low blow from Triple H. So that's great. Then AJ Styles.
He's always there.
Nearly eliminates some people, but Shane stays in there. Number 22, about fucking time. Goldberg is in here. He sprints in. He spears Lesnar, spears
He gets
Strowman.
the gorilla on the ramp. That's what I like to think.
Probably. It does say Goldberg eliminates Shane, though. I don't like that.
No.
23 is Kevin Owens.
Nice.
He comes in, brawls with some people. He eliminates Triple H.
Nice.
The People's Champ, The Rock, is in. He eliminates Braun Strowman.
Travis Scott's next.
Maybe. Instead, I like the next two. We got the Rated R Superstar. Edge is back. Love that. Edge returns to a huge pop, spearing Reigns and Owens. He eliminates Kevin Owens after a spear. And then 26, about time, Batista's here.
Good.
I love Batista. Batista powers in, hits a Batista bomb on AJ Styles, and then eliminates him. 27 is Finn Balor.
Okay.
He enters with the demon paint, it says.
Oh.
Quickly targeted by Goldberg, though, who eliminates him. So Finn Balor's out right away.
Damn.
28, Chris Jericho, locking the walls of Jericho on Edge, and then he eliminates Batista after a code breaker. I just saw who the final entrant is. 29, though, is Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes hits a crossroads on Jericho and Reigns, eliminates Jericho after a Cody cutter. And then who else at 30 but Hulk Hogan? Enters the Real American, hulking up to deafening reaction. Doesn't say cheers. It just says deafening reaction.
Realistic. Okay.
Eliminates Goldberg after a big boot and a leg drop. The final 8, Lesnar gets eliminated by Roman Reigns. Then Hulkster gets eliminated by Stone Cold.
Yes.
Edge gets eliminated by The Rock. The Undertaker gets eliminated by Roman Reigns. So the final 2 is
Stone Cold and Roman Reigns.
The Rock gets eliminated by Stone Cold. So then the final 4 is Stone Cold, Roman Reigns, Cody, and The Rock. Okay. Now, final 4, Austin and Cody team up against Roman Reigns. Reigns spears Austin, which eliminates him. Cody and Reigns brawl. Cody hits a crossroads, fights back, but Cody dodges a spear, pulling the top rope to eliminate Reigns. and then finally, and that's it. So Cody Rhodes wins it all. I hate
Wow.
that.
The gorilla comes back.
Gorilla should come back. We don't need Cody to win anything ever again. He's so boring.
Oh, give him time. It wasn't his fault that nothing happened at WrestleMania.
He's been boring since the day he came
That's
back.
not true.
Oh,
Think
I wanna
about-
live for my dad. Oh.
Think of how good his match was against Owens.
Yeah, because of Owens.
Hey,
Cody's he's not interesting.
I think his character was very boring against John Cena, but I think they made him be.
I just think from the second he started talking, he's just not interesting. Like, it's a good story in terms of like from a human standpoint what happened, but in terms of progressing storyline or being good for TV, I think he kind of fucked the company because he sucks.
Oh, I liked where they were going, which is like I liked the story they were telling of this like epic babyface guy who gets big reactions, just like getting the shit kicked out of him for a year. And honestly, I think he would have been so much more interesting if you got to tell the second half of that. We were there. He got to the part where he was finally edgy with Owens, and then he had to be cookie cutter again.
Yeah. Losing the championship just because
of Mr. Goosebumps.
He's so cool. I love that. That's my favorite entrance of all time, to zoom in on his arm with goosebumps.
He's so big, by the way. He's got to be against the gorilla too.
The Rock is massive. I mean, Randy Orton is as big as The Rock is now.
That was crazy. Randy Orton at WrestleMania is still a jump scare. I can't believe how big he is.
I'm happy no one said Joe Hendry's name because he would have came in and fucked somebody up.
Yeah, that's right.
He's so good.
You were
He's
right,
so
by the way. I've rewatched it. That's probably the best match at Mania.
It's so fun. It's perfect for what it is. It's the same thing as the Jackass match. It just is what it is.
I was gonna say Wee Man. Get him in there. Sell.
If Wee Man can, body slam Sami Zayn, think of what he can do to a gorilla.
People who don't like that match stink.
Have fun. Dude, it's just fun. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you.
Sparklers up the ass is an all-time WrestleMania spot.
It's a great WrestleMania spot. It's a
so good.
Well, we figured a lot of things out today. This is it. End of an era. Jake will be a married man next week. And it's going to change the show.
Yeah. We'll be halfway through our weddings.
I mean, I guess technically, yeah. You're right. Halfway through.
We go from 2 engaged guys to 1 engaged guy.
Right. A lot of things happening on this show. Think about that. We started this before Alex Smith died. And then Alex Smith died, and then we came back. And now he came back. We're growing up. The show's growing up. Season 10. It's a big season for us.
Emily's dating a hick.
Yeah, she found a cowboy. We did what we had to do. I don't know if we assisted in that at all, but
I think when we started the show, Hannah and Bloody Dan were together.
For sure. I think so, for sure.
That's crazy.
I mean, what year was it? I think it was, not that we need to do this right now. It was before Alex Smith. It was week 17 of a season that had only 17 weeks at that point.
2018.
Was it 2018?
Yeah, but that was, yes, he got hurt on November 18th, 2018.
Well, what we got to do, we started the show the first week of Patrick Mahomes' career, his first start.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes.
That was
first start. Your job is to know when Hannah and Dan started dating. So 2017.
Okay. They would have known each other. Yeah. I don't know if they were dating at that point.
Yeah. I think they were together.
I think they were too. I think they met in 2016.
Bloody Dan. What a time.
What a time. And now Bloody Dan's got a kidney that's upside down. Look how he's changed. That's an inside joke for a couple people. We will be back next week. It's not really a joke. It's just truth. We'll be back next week. See you then. Goodbye.
Fuck yeah!